doing a heart and neck vessel assessment on you first, and then peripheral vascular system assessment. I'm going to start out with palpating your carotid artery, only one at a time. I'm palpating for contour and amplitude, smooth and brisk, and now I'm going to auscultate the carotid for any murmurs or bruit. So, using the bell. Okay. All right, and hold your breath so that I can hear. I'm going to do it in 3 places. Okay, no bruit or murmur. It's clear, I don't hear any bruit or murmur. Okay, now I'm going to put you back. 30 to 45 degree angle to see any jugular vein distension. Pen light.
Oh, that's me.
Yes, okay. Using a pen light, and her neck is going to be turned. Gonna look for any, what do you call that? Distension. None present, shouldn't be. Alrighty. Thank you. Keep doing that. Okay. Now I'm going to be inspecting your anterior chest.
Okay.
Okay. So first, yes, I'm going to, I would, if she had a gown on, take the gown off and inspect the apical impulse. And checking for any heaves or lifts. Okay, and now I'm going to palpate it with one finger. It's going to be mid-clavicular line, 5th intercostal space, and I would palpate over there. And now I'm going to palpate her precordium with the palmar side of my hand for any thrills. Like so. Kind of the same Z motion as you would. Okay, and now I'm going to auscultate for the heart sounds. Okay. So much. Okay. Using the diaphragm. And I'm going to start, she would still have her gown off so I could hear better. On the right sternal border, this would be where the aortic valve would be heard. And then pulmonic on the left sternal border. Then Erb's point. And then tricuspid. And then apical would be mid-clavicular, 5th intercostal space. And
intercostal.
I said that. Intercostal space. Can't really hear with these on. Okay. And the rhythm is regular in all those spots. Okay. No sign of murmur. I was able to hear S1 and S2. And now we're going to start on, I'm going to start on the peripheral vascular system. So first, I'm inspecting for symmetry and any edema, none noted. And I'm going to be checking temperature. Okay, temperature is even throughout, bilaterally warm. And I'm going to check her fingers for any clubbing. and normal should be at 160 degrees. And I'm also going to check capillary refill. Should be less than 2 seconds. The color came back in less than 2 seconds on both extremities. I'm going to palpate for the radial pulse. 2+ strong, equal bilaterally. And I'm going to also do this to the brachial pulse. 2+ strong bilaterally. And also using this, you feel for the lymph nodes. They shouldn't be palpable, only if there's an infection. Okay, thank you. And now I'm going to check the legs. That's probably high enough, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I would check skin color, I would check symmetry, and I would look at the hair, if it's even throughout. I would assess if there's any spider veins and all that. And okay, now I'm going to, oh yes, and I would check the inguinal lymph nodes as well in this area on both sides. And I'm going to palpate the femoral artery on both sides. Should be present, 2+ strong. And the popliteal artery on both sides, equal 2+. Okay, and then of course we would lift the pants up, and behind the medial, or on the medial malleolus, I have to feel the posterior tibial artery on both sides, equal and present. Okay, and then take the shoe off. I would check the dorsal pedis or pedis pulse on both sides, equal and present. And yeah. Oh yes. And then I would check for edema using the same medial malleolus. Press for 5 seconds and release. 5 seconds and release, no edema.